terms of local hosting versus Amazon hosting,
Mhm.
what's the difference?
Local hosting would be you have an on-premise server, racks, infrastructure, and you're responsible for everything maintenance-wise. That can be security, that can be maintenance, that can be updates, that can be anything. It's yours. You've also invested thousands of dollars into purchasing that hardware. Then you have the scalability. You have more demand on services than you anticipated, and you're not able to fulfill the demand for those requests coming in. That can create a poor user experience, and that can be detrimental to your business, especially if you're a startup. And on the flip side of that, maybe you over provisioned, you bought enough hardware to support what you think will happen and what you think will be the demand upon your service. Maybe it just doesn't happen. Maybe you have a lot of empty space, so to speak, not being utilized. So you've made that investment and it's not giving you a return on your investment. That's a local, you're responsible for the costs, you're responsible for the updates, you're responsible for maintenance, you're responsible for security, you're responsible for everything. With AWS, it's infrastructure as code is how they refer it. You're provisioning your environment, your infrastructure, your servers, your applications, everything that you're doing, your security, your firewalls, you're provisioning it as code. And you can access AWS. The two most popular ways are through a console, which is basically a GUI, a graphic user interface. Basically, you have a console, you click on buttons and you provision resources. Or you can use the command line interface, AWS's CLI, and then you can provision services through that as well. The console is really, whenever I teach it, we focus on the console because it is a really great way of introducing new students to it if they're not familiar with working with the CLI. It's again a graphical user interface, and they click on buttons. They have pretty good documentation, and they're constantly updating, which sometimes is a sore point whenever you're working with it and you're used to one interface and you log in, it's like they change things again.